Today I'm going to be showing a quick tutorial on using the upcoming Dynasty 2 tool editor and editing existing stage data. I'm not sure if there's a tutorial from anyone on showing how to do it. You can do it manually, but I can easily lose my place when there are tons of data to work with here. Tons of data to work with. Now, this is the stage data of Hulao Gate, specifically Yuan Shao's side, Collision. Each slot is 32 bytes long. Currently, I have Yan Liang's selected. This is his leader unit byte. So now I will show the editor. I've changed it to be focused on Dynasty 2. It already has 300 lines of code, and that's going to be a pretty big the executable is going to be pretty big with just that alone, and I have several thousand more lines left to add. And having it convert to executable means you won't have to have Python installed. So the Dynasty 3 editor would have to wait to a different day. Now currently it has these features. They're not all fully implemented yet, but they are there. But we're going to do the stage data editor. Before you actually begin using it, you need to make sure you have created the offset file. It's the equivalent of an IDX file for the later games from Omega Force or Koei Tecmo. This just makes it easier for the reader to seek out the stage data. Eventually it's going to cover all the maps, but for quick usage I changed it to only seek Hulao Gate. Now that the .ref file, reference file, is created, we are going to enter the unit slot value to modify. If you're doing it manually, this would be slot 1, or if you're going by, just slot 1, but when you're using the editor, it will be 0 instead of 1. And 63 would be for unit slot 64. Collision side has 64 slots. When you're doing it in HXD, you can add more through Panache, but we're going to be doing this. So this is Yuan Shao's current data, his X and Y position on the map. If you edit these, it will determine where he spawns. And it's not only for Yuan Shao, it's for anyone in the stage data. And you can set it anywhere on the map. The direction he's facing. His area priority targeting. Now you're going to want to download the documentation in the Dynasty 2 mods channel from Michael. Currently I'm going to use this one as reference, but to understand something such as this, you need to view their stage data guides or documentation. But we're going to focus on the leader unit. Currently it is 18, and this uses decimal integer values. So that is something to keep in mind. In fact, I use a calculator to convert the hexadecimal to integer value, so I can then enter these. Because the editor will read the integer values and it will convert it to bytes, so that it can then modify the file. Normally you'll be creating separate mod files. In fact, that's what this folder's for, to store your mods. You'll be able to enter file names for it soon as well, so that you can custom name them. But currently, just for quick usage and example, we're going to be using submit all values, which is applying this to the main file itself that you'll be playing from. But we're going to modify Yan Liang's data, which is going to be highlighted. Let's see. I believe that's right here. Yeah. So we're going to edit his leader unit byte, which is him. This is his integer value, 37. 25 for hexadecimal. We are going to change it to UN10. So 47 in hex is 71 in decimal. So we're going to enter 71. we will change his X position to 600, his Y position to 700, and then we'll submit all values. Then it has changed his data. We changed his X and Y bytes. They're each 2 bytes each. And then we just changed his leader byte. So now we can exit it, exit that, and we will see it in game.
Zhang Fei is here.
Alright, so UN-10 is now in Hulao Gate. I believe Michael said that you can load troops and officers from the UN Shao faction, the other faction, which are the troops that are wearing yellow armor uniform. So UN-10 will spawn, and he should looks correct. We will find him, but currently, to speed this up, we're going to enable a speed hack in Cheat Engine so that we can quickly go to him. I'm limited to 10 minutes on this, so we need to make this quick. In fact, let's increase it to 20. Okay, that's not him. Ah, there we go. So these are his current guards. Now that's because we didn't change Yan Liang, I think that's his name, guard units. You can change them. I think it'd be cool if you had more of these majors with the glides. But UN-10 has loaded. And we could continue the battle. Eventually, I would like to eventually make a custom stage where all the UNs are part of it and they're fighting amongst each other. Switching Dongzhuo's side to some of the UNs. I don't really know who the oldest son is amongst them. I don't know a whole lot of the history, but that is something I'd like to do. Pretty soon we should have a DW2 unpacker as well. The actual... Here, let's get HXD back on. So the actual file names are at the bottom. In fact, let's see if I can... Yeah, here we go. Dynasty Wars 2 has it easier than the later PC games. Dynasty Wars 8... XL and 8 Empires are a lot harder to reverse engineer. I already have the formats documented for it, but I haven't resumed it in a while. It's very time consuming to do that one. I mean, even the file name, I haven't even found the file names for those games. So they would have to be extracted with an incrementing file name such as file 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bin. But these are the file names for files in linkdata.bns. Currently, the unpacker detects all of the TIM2 files in there, and, well, here, I'll show you. A little over 500 of the TIM files. The TIM files have different patterns. They're not all the same, otherwise I could detect all of them right away. I believe I only need to enter 1 or 2 more patterns, then all TIM files are detected, and there are 900 or so. But soon we should be able to extract the files, and hopefully we can repack them as well. But even then, if we couldn't. Later on, I'll show more features of this. I have the unit editor created, but I need to port the code to, well, this. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a good day.